Hey beautiful souls, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new here. Today, as always, I have a general reading for you, and as always with the general reading, only take what resonates and leave the rest. It is a timeless message and can represent past, present or future depending on where you're at on your healing journey. For the ease of channeling, I am going to use the pronouns he, she, but by all means swap them out for pronouns that fit for you if these ones don't. Spirit will always guide you to a message that you need to hear exactly when you need to hear it, okay? Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look and see what Spirit wants us to know today. Okay, I'm hearing pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. We have a time to give rather than take. New moon in Virgo. We have meditate and contemplate. New moon in Pisces. There's something here about a new beginning, okay? So your dreams, and this could be with regards to your dreams on the physical, about where you want to be, how you want to be, who you want to be, what you want to achieve, okay? Your manifestations, all of that sort of thing. This could also be to do with dream state, okay? What I'm getting here as well is also, if you are somebody who meditates, pay attention to what you're being shown in meditation, okay? But we have new moon in Virgo, new moon in Pisces, okay? And we have blue moon, believe in the impossible. There's a new beginning coming in. Nothing is yet set in stone, mutable moon on the bottom of the deck, okay? You may feel like you're between two worlds at the moment. Pay attention to your dreams, okay? So what Spirit is saying is, if this is to do with a physical manifestation, about something that you want to manifest, make sure that you're focusing on what it is that you want to attract, okay? Because as per the law of attraction, what you focus on is what will manifest. That is what you're going to attract, okay? And there's nothing wrong with acknowledging the negative, the lower vibrational stuff. There's nothing wrong with acknowledging that, but choose to flip the script and make things more positive, okay? So if you're having any intrusive thoughts, flip that script. Get some affirmations, or if this is to do with a manifestation, create an affirmation to go with that manifestation, okay? And every time you have an intrusive thought, repeat that phrase to you, repeat that affirmation to you, to yourself, okay? You don't have to do it out loud. In your head is fine. It's just more about what you, okay, and clearing those intrusive thoughts. For some of you, this is to do with regards to your dreams in sleep state. You may be shown something in your dreams whilst you're sleeping, something that you will be manifesting in the future. So your manifestation, or something, some sort of blessing or gift that the universe is going to offer you, may be shown to you in dream state first, okay? Sorry guys, just need to clear my screen. What's going on there? Right, so my laptop has just flicked up some sort of screen that never happens. Beware of the distractions, okay? Beware of people, things, places, and your own negative thoughts trying to distract you, okay, at this time. There is a new beginning coming for you, because something feels like it's too good it feels almost like your energy is like, oh, it's too good to be true. Believe in the impossible. Blue moon, once in a blue moon. This is an opportunity, a new beginning coming in for you, and it's going to be unbelievable, okay? You're going to feel like you're in a dream, that you're living somebody else's life. It's going to be absolutely amazing. You just have to trust and have faith and believe, okay, and get rid of those negative, intrusive, lower vibrational, intrusive thoughts, okay? Because at the moment you're in between two worlds and nothing is set in stone. It could go either way, but it depends on you. It depends on you keeping your vibration high, staying in alignment, staying true to who you are, okay? For others of you, this is going to show up in your meditation, okay? There's going to be something that is shown to you in your meditation. What I'm hearing is it's a reminder that things start on the spiritual, okay? So if you're not seeing anything in the physical, that doesn't mean it's not going to happen. It's got to start in the spiritual realms first, okay? Which is potentially why you're being shown it in dream state and why you are being shown it in meditation, all right? When it is time to manifest on the physical, you are going to see signs in the physical everywhere, okay? You'll be sent signs in the physical here and there to keep you positive, to keep you in alignment, to remind you to stay true to who you are, and to keep your vibration high. As it starts to manifest into the physical, all of these signs and synchronicities are going to amp up, okay? They are going to amp up, and it's going to be constant. Everywhere you turn, there are going to be signs and synchronicities with regards to your manifestation, all right? But at this moment in time, it feels to me like it is on a spiritual level, and it's calling for you to have trust and have faith in what you cannot see, okay? Because it's on the physical, and I'm seeing it starting to filter down, but what's blocking it is your any intrusive thoughts that you might be having, okay? Anyone around you. I feel like you need to keep this to yourself, okay? Not because you're being deceitful and you want to keep it to yourself, but because there's people around you that don't necessarily have your best interests at heart, okay? And I feel like these people need to be moved out of your way before this can come into the physical, because what I'm seeing is spirit sorting people into like camps, and you're like in the center. What they're doing is they're shaking the metaphorical tree and seeing who's going to continue to do the work to stay in alignment with you, who's just going to fall off and not be bothered, who's going to outrightly attack you to try and knock you down to stop your manifestations from happening, and who's just going to try and like get you to do all the work and ride your coattails. This is about seeing who's there for you before you make it big, that kind of energy, okay? So beware of the distractions, all right? Because somebody's trying to throw you off your path, and it feels like it's somebody. I wouldn't say that I don't think this person even knows either. There is somebody in your life that is being used to distract you, and they don't even realize. They don't even realize. This is somebody who you would least expect it to be, okay? That's all I'm hearing. This person is someone you would least expect it to be. I'm not saying that they're narcissistic or toxic. It's just that right now, because they're unhealed and they're unarmed, their protection isn't that they're protected, but we're only protected as much as we then protect ourselves. Does that make sense? Like, we are protected on a spiritual level, but that has to filter down, and we have to do things in the physical to protect ourselves. And that means sometimes stepping away from people to protect our energy, protect our boundaries. That means carrying crystals, making sure we're clearing our energy, making sure that we're praying if that's something that you're into, meditating. Um, they're all physical manifestations of spirit's protection, okay? Um, you may also have people around you that are also protecting you, because spirit will send people to protect you as well. But there is there is someone specific around you who is being used as a means to distract you because they're not keeping up with their spiritual hygiene, okay? So it's leaving them open to nothing. Oh, as I said that, I don't know if that came up. The devil card flipped out. Yeah, there are some negative or lower vibrational energies around this person. It could be their own unhealed shadow self that is at this moment in time rearing its ugly head, so to speak. For some people, they are going to have negative or lower vibrational entities taking over. Um, yeah, it doesn't feel evil. There's nothing evil. It's just, it's more like a test, really. They're being used to test you, to see if you're going to stay on path, to see if you're going to maintain your boundaries. Because what I've just heard a conversation, and I don't know if this is you or someone else that you're dealing with. I just heard someone say, well, if I let them do that, or if I allow myself to do that for them, then I have to do that for others. So that it's making a decision. You're going to have to make a tough decision. Somebody in your life that you're going to have to put boundaries in place with, and you're going to have to follow through. Because if you allow this person to overstep your boundaries, one, you're showing the universe where you still have work to do on your self-worth, your self-love, and your boundaries, and holding your boundaries in place. And two, because if you do it for this person and you don't do it for someone else, then you're going to feel like a hypocrite. So you'll end up, if you opening yourself and going, okay, well, I'll have to let you back in then, I'll have to let you in, and then you're going to be back to kind of square one. So I don't see you doing. As hard as it is, it's never fun having to put boundaries in place with someone. But if they negatively react to your boundaries, then it just shows that those boundaries were necessary. Okay. Because what I'm feeling here is you're about to manifest something big, and you've got somebody around you who's kind of in like a victim mentality that wants your help. Okay, they need some sort of validation from you. Something that they want to manifest isn't manifesting, and they want to tap into your knowledge and wisdom to manifest it for themselves. But potentially what could happen if you help this person is they'll get what they want, they'll manifest what it is, because you'll be so focused on manifesting it for them that you'll forget your own manifestations, and then you'll end up pouring all your cup into this person and what their manifestations, that you'll end up depleting your cup. Now, this is something that's happened in the past, and that this person is, it may be a cycle with this person, that you don't want to, because there's nothing, it genuinely feels like there's no animosity, nothing like that between you and this person. But this person is a little bit like, woe is me. And then and there's nothing wrong with that. If you're going to, we all go through that. But this person feels like their woe is me. They come into you. You get so focused on helping them They then go off and they're doing their own thing happy, and then you're on your own having to replenish your cup because you're burnt out from over giving. Now, that cycle has to end. And it's not that you don't want to help this person, it just feels that for the time being, you've got to kind of help them from a distance, because what they've done is they've become codependent on you and they're not doing the work themselves, okay? Which is one of the camps I said, somebody who wants to come in and ride your coattails, you do the work, tell them everything they need to do. What they want is for you to tell them exactly, step by step, what they need to do. But it doesn't work like that, because then they're not listening to their own intuition, okay? So you've kind of going to have to be cruel to be kind in this situation, and you're not doing it to be shitty and going, well, you can get on with it, manifest what you want to manifest, you can work on it yourself, I'm going over here to manifest my stuff. What it is an act of self-love where you've always put other people's manifestations before your own. It's your time, is what I'm trying to tell you. It is your time. And when you manifest, you're kind of like a leader that kind of comes in and protects everyone and helps guide everyone. And then when you need help, there's no one. No one's there for you. Or they come up with the pretense that they are there for you, so you go there to, you know, vent and offload onto them, and then they start talking about what's going on with them, so you stop talking about you and you continue to focus on them. This is kind of like a tactic people will use. They'll like pull you in to make you think that they're there for you so that you can unload on them, and then when they've got you where they want you, they'll unload all their problems onto you for you to fix them. This person wants you to wave a magic wand and fix everything for them, and you can't do that. And I feel like this cycle's been going through where you've been this crutch for them, this, like, they've at times where you kind of have waved a magic wand, so to speak, and they've become codependent on you, and now they're not listening. Like, you've tried to guide them to listen to their own intuition, because that's what any decent healer will do, is guide them to their own intuition. What do you think? I can tell you this, that and the other, but what do you think? Do what you feel is right. You'll give advice and guidance and you'll leave it there for people to take or leave, but it's almost like whatever you say to this person, they'll believe it's for them even if it's not. So you could do, like, if you're a reader or something where you have your own channel, and you'll give out a generic message and you'll tell people, just take the bits that resonate for you. This person will take it all because they feel like whatever you say, it's for them. And there's nothing wrong with that to a degree, because in a way it's about what they do with it after that. It's like they're getting all this information of, this is coming in for you, this is coming for you, but they're not then doing the work to manifest that. So then when it goes wrong, they're blaming you. Does that make sense? And at the same time, even though they're blaming you for it going wrong or it not manifesting, they still want to be in your energy to gain that knowledge and wisdom, because they want you, because when it goes wrong or it doesn't manifest, instead of looking at what they're not doing, they're blaming you for it not manifesting. So then they're coming back to you for you to tell them. It's a cycle. It's just going round and round and round. It's like a broken record. And unfortunately, at this moment in time, it's going to come across I'll start again. It's going to come across selfish to some people because you're prioritizing yourself, but it is your time. And like I said, as a leader, as a healer, you've been on this self-care journey for such a long time. It's now time for you to manifest what you desire, because when you do that, you're then gonna indirectly help others anyway. Okay, so because what I'm seeing here is that when you work on you and when you focus on others and you over focus on them, and you're not manifesting, you're not then doing it for the right reason. When you are focused on you and manifesting what you want, what you're doing is you're sending that vibration out, that energy out into the universe, which is like a domino effect, and then it's going to raise the vibration of everyone in your collective, the people that are around you. It's going to raise their vibrations up so that they then automatically receive manifestations as a result, which is fine. But there are some people that are receiving stuff that's not for them and it is for you, because they're riding your coattails and they're not doing the work. Other people are also doing the work. They're not just going, oh great, the collective's going to manifest this for me. They're going, right, I need to go and do this, because it's then not going to be stable. It needs to be built on a firm foundation. So if they're not doing the work, it could equally be, they could lose it. Whereas if somebody around you is in your collective who's also doing the work, whilst you're manifesting and focusing on yourself, you're indirectly helping others, and then the people that are doing their work are building their manifestations on a firm foundation. Does that make sense? That's what I've just been shown. There's also something about you, your energy is very protective. It automatically protects others. I'm seeing a group of people and you like having this shield. For any of my Twilight fans, I'm seeing like a Bella energy where she's, what do they call her? Like it's a shield, isn't it? Don't they refer to her as a shield or something like that? And she can put up this invisible shield that protects people within a certain distance away from her. That's what I'm seeing you are. Some sort of shield, okay? You take people under your wing and you protect them, okay? So people are automatically protected by your energy. And that's great. But again, what you need to do is be making sure that you're protecting the right people. And that is what Spirit is sorting through at the moment, okay? Basically, Spirit is sorting out who is taking you for granted and who is genuinely caring about you. So you may feel right now, you may be isolating because maybe you just can't be around certain people at the moment, or just you're like self-isolating, not because you're like depressed or anything like that, because you can feel, because you've had a glow up, you've raised your vibration, your energy is more sensitive to others, your discernment is more discerning, and you can instantly feel someone's true intentions towards you. So you may feel very isolated at the moment, okay? Because maybe you don't know who you can trust. Maybe all the people that you were surrounded by, you just don't feel like you can trust anymore. Yes, Six of Swords. You're moving forward. And she's going alone, okay? She's going alone. She's letting the birds steer her. She's not steering the boat. She's just going with the flow. She's just... This is giving me like, you're just letting Spirit guide what's going on. Maybe you don't understand why you feel so alone and isolated, because on a spiritual level, you're never alone. But people are being sorted into groups around you. You may not realise it. They may not realise it. You may know something higher. There's something on a deeper level going on, but maybe not what it is specifically. You, like I said, you may be feeling really alone and isolated right now. Maybe you're feeling like you don't have any friends left, because and they say it's lonely at the top, don't they? They say it is lonely at the top. This feels like to me that you're about to step into your winning season. Like you're about to harvest all of the energy that you've been putting out is coming back to you. And there's just people in your life right now that can't go with you, because some people will return to you, but they will return to you when they've done the shadow work. You may be like a sort of a self-love coach or something like that, okay, a healer, that sort of thing, where you're here to guide others and actually work with other people, but the people that are around you at the moment are just taking you for granted. They're not doing the work. People are going to be sent to you. Your soul, people that want to work with you are willing to put in the work, but need a little bit of guidance. They're going to be returned to you because they're your soul tribe, okay? So you're being aligned with soul tribe. But we have Page of Pentacles here. This is something to do with your business, okay? Something to do with business, finances, abundance. Something that you thought was impossible is about to manifest. We have Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, something that's been a long time coming. And this feels like it's about to manifest into the physical. We have Temperance, which is giving me the energy of peace, balance, Earth Angel. Earth Angel energy. It's giving me the energy of that you're protected, okay? You're being protected from anything and anyone that doesn't have pure intentions for you. There are people that want in with you because they can feel like you're going places, and they want to be able to say to people that they were there before you made it big. They just want that. They just want in for the clout, and Spirit are like, no. Spirit are shaking that tree and seeing who falls off. Seeing who falls out of the tree. This energy feels really sad. Like, she's really sad. So there's people around you that are really sad about this, but they're not realizing that they've been taking from you. Or maybe they are now realizing that because you're not around, just how much that they've been taking from you and not giving in return. And they're really sad and they want to come back in, but Spirit is saying no because they're just not doing the work. We have Messenger. Serious energy, bringing harmony and balance. Yes, Temperance energy. Spirit are bringing that balance into you. Jump in. Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. This feels to me like you've jumped timelines. You've jumped a timeline. Spirit gave you an opportunity to jump timelines, or they're giving you an opportunity to jump timelines to your highest possible timeline, where all your abundance waits for you, and you've said yes. If you're not aware of this, this is on a spiritual level. The choice has already been made. The choice has already been made. It's just taking time to filter down into the physical, because this is why these people are being shaken off and removed, because yes, weight of the world, boundaries, let it go. It's not yours to carry. You're not carrying people anymore. You're not carrying people. You've been taking on other people's karma. You are a child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. You are the key. You're important in the greater plan. That's not to say that everyone doesn't play a part, but at this moment in time, not everybody is awake, okay? And even those that aren't awake still serve a purpose, all right? They're helping those of us that are awake to awaken further, okay? But on a soul level, Spirit gave you a choice. This could have been done in dream state, you know? You may have astral traveled. But Spirit offered you the choice to jump to your highest possible timeline where all your abundance, everything that you desire, is waiting for you. Okay? And you said yes. And they said to you, but that means that certain people and things cannot go with you. They've got to be removed. And you basically said, you do what you need to do. And then you've come back awaken on the physical, and you're seeing people left, right, and centre leaving your life. And it's a lot of people that you didn't expect it to be. That's what's happening. You're a messenger of God, source, universe, creation. You have a mission and purpose to fulfill. And you're going to do what it takes to fulfill that mission. Okay? Because when you're on purpose, mission and purpose, and you're focused on I'm not saying focus on yourself solely to the point where it's me. That's not it at all. But it's making sure that you fill your own cup so that you can give the overflow. So it's knowing when and how to put boundaries in place, not only with other people, but with yourself. Knowing when to say, that's enough, I can't give any more, before you deplete yourself. Because if you don't, the universe is going to force you to rest. And you're really understanding that. You're learning now that basically you were going to go to this timeline, whether you liked it or not, and you had two choices. You could go kicking and screaming, or you could just go willingly. You're now choosing to go willingly because it's the more peaceful path. It's less complicated. You may not know where it's leading, but you're just trusting and having faith and letting Spirit steer you in the right direction. You're fully trusting your intuition, and you're just opening up doors of abundance, doors of opportunity. And unfortunately, some people just can't go with you. And they may be looking, going, but I didn't do anything like serious to this person for them to cut me off. No, they didn't. But when you lie to someone, even just a little white lie, you're taking away the other person's free will to choose whether they want to react or respond to you, to choose whether or not they want to give you another chance or walk away. And that is a form of control. And it's as simple as that. It can be, you might not intentionally mean any harm to anyone, but just by even little white lies about, if someone reaches out to you, if someone messages you and you take weeks to reply, and then you just message back with, oh, sorry, I forgot. But the other person can feel you projecting at them, especially if they're an empath or a healer. They're going to feel you projecting. So when you reach out with, oh, I'm sorry, I thought I'd replied. No, your energy and your words aren't a match, and people are going to pick up on that. And in the past, people may have overlooked things like that, but it's not going to work anymore. Those timelines are dissolving. It's not going to work anymore, because then you're just being a crutch for people to continue to do that, and you're not helping other people walk in their truth and in their integrity. You're not helping people heal by accepting the little white lies and going, oh, it's okay. Okay? So this person may think that you're being over the top, a bit cruel, but you're kind of being cruel to be kind, okay? Because you are helping them, just not in the way that they want it. But always, always in the way that they need it. Okay, let's get some more. What else does Spirit want us to know? What do we need to do moving forward? Any advice or guidance, please, Spirit? We have close encounters. Yeah, anything that was keeping you a grand symphony. Again, something big is coming in. Close encounters. This feels to me like someone trying to keep you trapped. A higher view. But you're seeing through this. Divine Matrix. Again, this feels like a portal. You went through a portal onto a higher timeline. You went through a portal to a higher timeline. And I feel like you've already been shown it. You've already been shown this higher timeline. Maybe you're not aware of it. Maybe it's just, for some of you, it's just a feeling, an energy. Or you know it's close, okay? But something is very close to manifesting for you. But it feels like... Can you see how, like, this butterfly is keeping this bigger butterfly from escaping? Oh, I don't know if the light's on there. That's really shining. Can you see that? There's a small butterfly here that is on the cage where this big butterfly is caged. Now, butterflies are a symbol of transformation, and what I got from this was that you have transformed into this huge, vibrant butterfly. You've gone through the caterpillar, the cocoon, the chrysalis stage, and you've grown into this beautiful butterfly. And there's someone that you've been guiding, that's also been transforming, but they're not transforming as quick as you. So what they're trying to do is they're trying to keep you trapped so that they can catch up with you. But you're on the same journey, but you're on different timelines. Things aren't manifesting for them as quickly as they would like, and they are seeing things manifesting for you like in the blink of an eye. But what they're not realizing is the years of work that you've had to put in to get to where you are. And I've just heard someone kind of go, like, with the realization of, oh, well, if I have to put 7-8 years of work into it, then I'm just not going to bother. So what they're trying to do is trap you to stop you growing and ascending any further so that they can catch up with you. And Spirit are saying no. But you see this as well, and you're saying no. Spirit are showing you things, people, places, situations from a higher perspective. You have the knowledge and the wisdom. You know, you see through these people. You see through these people. Come correct or do not come at all. Don't try and play with me. They're trying to play games. They're trying to strategize their way in. And as much as it doesn't feel... They don't feel like their intentions towards you are dishonorable, or that they're negative or wish you harm. But they're, at the end of the day, Spirit sees our true intentions. And this person, whether they believe their intentions towards you are pure or not, they're not. Okay? I think I'm going to leave it there. We're going to close out with some affirmations. Affirmations are positive statements about how you want to be, how you want your life to be, and used on a regular basis. They can really help to maintain that positive mindset. Okay? So we have, I am loved. I am enough. I am forgiving. Yeah, but more importantly, forgive yourself. You see this, right? So there's no, like I said, there's no animosity between you and this person or this group or any of these people. You're grateful. On the bottom of the deck, we have I am worthy. You're grateful for everybody that enters your life, okay? Because you know that everybody serves a purpose, and therefore you forgive them. You forgive yourself. If you misjudge somebody and they do prove that they can't be trusted, or that they show that they've been taking you for granted or something like that, you forgive them because you understand, you forgive yourself. You're not holding yourself, you're not holding yourself accountable with guilt and shame anymore. You're holding yourself accountable and going, do you know what? I didn't have that information then. It doesn't matter, because at that time they were serving a purpose to me. I was serving a purpose to them. It's all good. I'm just going to move on my merry way, peacefully, and do what I need to do. You're not going to go out of your way to attack these people, because it's just petty. There's no need for that. You're realizing that you are enough, and that if anyone has negative or ill intentions towards you, that it's purely coming from a place of where they don't feel like they're enough. Okay, that they're coming from a place of insecurities and not feeling worthy. You're coming from a place of self-love. And you know that when you continue to come from a place of self-love, and you're not doing things as a way of competition or trying to better yourself and be better than everybody else, because that's not how you see yourself, then your intentions will always be pure. You're moving with pure intentions. But this person or this group of people, whoever this is being removed from your life, is not moving with pure intentions. Okay, they believe that they are, but if they did their shadow work, they would realize that they're not. Okay. I'm going to leave it there. I hope this helped. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Namaste.